Impact Africa, and I am Dr. Kemi Akiode Adebayo, known as Mama K. And in today's program, we will be hearing the story of a young man who is an entrepreneur, and you know we are indeed celebrating the Youth Month, which is special for South Africa. So Abdul Maalik, tell us about yourself, who you are.
So I'm 18 years old, and I'm a young entrepreneur, like you just said on the video. I'm in here, and this is my business I'm running currently. I look forward into studying next year, business, and that's kind of my passion. Business is all my passion.
Tell us, where were you born? Let's start a little bit back on how you got into business.
Okay.
Where were you born? Are you the first child, second child, only child?
I'm the middle child.
You're the middle child,
The
top
middle
for
child.
middle child. Okay.
Technically the middle child with 4 children, so I can't really say really middle child,
Okay.
but round about it.
So where were you born?
I'm from Mitchell's Plain actually.
Mitchell's Plain?
Mitchell's
Okay,
Plain,
awesome.
But I was raised on this flea market.
Okay.
Every Sunday I'm on this flea market.
Wow. So you've been born and raised with this flea market. So to you, business is nothing new.
It's nothing
So
new.
is that because your parents, you didn't have a choice when they were bringing you
Okay.
to the flea market?
Kind of, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
It was a compulsory market.
Uh-huh.
But I can say business as my passion wasn't really their fault. I find it, how do I say it? It's the best career choice as it has unlimited potential. It's the only career choice that has the most branches to branch out. And depending on how you succeed, all depends on the effort you put in. And I love that. So it's highly dependent on me and myself.
Tell us about your products now. So you sell specifically these bags, the pillows. Well, I've been fascinated by this. Why did you choose these bags? Because you could have started selling jackets, shoes. Why did you decide on this?
There was actually an interesting story behind it.
Tell us.
So I got sick and tired of having no money, right? Because I'm on a flea market constantly every week, and whenever I check my pockets, I have no money. Yeah, the wind's pretty
I know this is way near Muizenberg Beach, so don't worry, it's okay. Let me do another style. Whether we win, we win. Okay,
I love to
keep
start
going.
one time. So basically, it started with me walking in. I was in school now, and I have a 20 rand. And I'm thinking to myself, this 20 rand that I currently have in my hand, it's not actually mine, it's my parents' money, that's school money. And I thought to myself, I'm turning 17, and I don't think it's fair that I have no money. So I started saving money constantly, week by week. And I said, I'm going to use the opportunity that I have, since I'm on a flea market every week. I said, if you don't have what you want, you have to use what you have to get what you want. And yeah, so I kept saving up till I had a 650 rand. And every week on this market, I'm scanning for current trends. So I'm seeing what new fashion trends people's using.
Right.
What does people constantly have and what does people constantly look for. And in the midst of this trend, where crossbody bags became a thing, I realized people was wearing more and constantly crossbody bags. So I invested all the money I saved. I took a huge risk. I saved months to get the 650 rand, and I bought 10 bags. That was my start off. I bought that 10 bags. And during the first 2 weeks, I sold 0 bags. That was a horrifying experience, let me tell you. I got so emotional that I sat and I was like, I saved so much months just to sell nothing. And then it came to me, the realization that that is business. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to take a risk, and whether you're going to sell or not, it depends on your product and the person selling the product as well, as there is an audience for every product. And the third week, I sold all 10 in one day. And then it kind of opened my eyes to the realization that anything's possible if you just stay consistent. And that's how my business started. So when I invested in the 10 bags, I started with 10 originally, and now I have up to 120 bags.
Wow.
My business is running for 2.5 years. That's the business I started, the bag business, which I named AMK Legend.
Which is your initial, as you said?
So this is basically all the bags. It's different type of qualities with them, and I found them unique and different to other crossbody bags. That's specifically why I invested in them. So yeah, that's how I started.
You know what? We'll be right back. Wow, Abdul Maalik, I love that already. The fact that what you said, taking risk, starting with what you have, and realizing as well that even the money you had at that time was not yours. And I can't believe you're just 18, turning 19.
Yeah.
So even though you were born in this, you know, and the flea market, we're at the Muizenberg Sunrise Flea Market in Cape Town, for those who don't know. The beach is right behind us and the mountains as well, we can see from here. You were born in this place. I mean, as in, this is you.
This is my life.
And you could have chosen another path, and you've already shared some of the challenges, you know, for you. What have you been mostly proud of?
Mostly proud of? Okay, one thing about myself is, when it comes to math, I can say that's most definitely my tops.
Right.
Not academically like in school wise, but I'm quick when I buy something, for example, if I buy in bulk or if I buy a box of drinks, for example. I never calculate it as buying a box, I always calculate individually so that I know what I'm investing in. So every slight purchase I buy or I make, I think of it as an investment. So I like to buy things like bags or bicycles or things that can count as an investment. But the thing I'm most proud of is my current business that I own. And as well my phone that I currently have and my computer which I bought out of the business money which I made.
Why your phone?
Why my phone?
Because I know you're part of the Z generation and I know. So why your phone?
My phone basically for communication most of all. It used to be for games, I'll be honest. Because I was a kid, I had to play games. So it was mainly for games, communication. Although I use it mainly for business now currently. Getting more clients, gaining contacts and things like that. I started a business WhatsApp group as well. I have 200 odd people on there.
Right.
It's growing slowly but surely. It actually sparked quite fast during the first week. But yeah, my phone is mainly just for business.
Right. So now let me go back to Michel's Plain. Do you still currently live in Michel's Plain?
I still
Okay, so born and raised in Michel's Plain. I know most of the time a lot of people hear about the negatives, you know, in areas like Michel's Plain, Luguletu, Olanga, and so on. But for you, born and bred there, what are you proud of? The positives in your place, in your community?
The positives is, okay, there's lots of negatives, I'll be honest, in Michel's Plain. But on the other hand, there is quite nice neighborhoods and positives, and it makes you quite strong. It makes you quite street smart as well to live in Michel's Plain. So that's first of all. Second of all, most people say I don't sound like I'm from Michel's Plain at all due to the way I speak. But that's mainly because I have harnessed my communication skills for the business. But
because you get a lot of diverse clients, you know, here. Obviously.
Yeah, that's true. And you get often foreign clients from different regions and countries, which you have to adapt to speaking to them.
As a South African, what are you mostly proud of? Sorry, for us it's always about the positive. So what are you mostly, not the negative, what are you mostly proud of as a South African?
As a South African, do you mean like the culture
what makes you happy? Anything.
Being South African?
Yes, what makes you happy to be a South African?
First of all, we have one of the 7 wonders of the world, which is Table Mountain, and love that. I went there only twice before, but I loved both experiences. That was very nice. But mainly because South Africa is one of the most beautiful places to be, such as nice views, great beaches, and ocean views as well, and nice mountain views as well. It's just
so tell us your culture, because I know.
My culture.
Yeah, what food do you eat? What
food?
Yeah.
So mixed variety actually. As
we saw you eat it when I came.
I'm a coloured, so I love my coloured foods, my Gatsby's, which is that's a cultural food from South Africa. For example.
Tell us what Gatsby is about.
Okay, so the Gatsby, that's a whole new thing. So you get a Fahani Gatsby, like sausage Gatsby.
Oh, there are different types. I didn't know that.
There's multiple.
Okay.
Dozens, if I could say, but I'm not exactly sure there's that much, but there's quite a few.
Okay.
But that's most definitely, it's the main thing is basically like a chip roll, just huge as a roll. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's a huge roll with chips on it. And the source of your liking, of
Right.
course.
And you just put everything in.
Yeah, you just basically put whatever you want. If it's a sausage Gatsby, it's going to be chips and sausage. If it's a chicken Gatsby, it's going to be chips and chicken.
I see.
But it's always a nice combination to eat like that.
As a young person, and as we're celebrating Youth Month, and you're a young entrepreneur,
Yeah.
what do you think needs to be done more for young people? Or what can young people do for themselves?
What can young people do for themselves? I think for young people, you have to come to the realization that the world is rough on you, right? And everything's not going to go as easy as it is currently going now while you're still young. So it's good to open your eyes while you're still young and see reality for what it is actually. That the world is rough out there and you have to work for what you want. You can't sit back and expect to do it next week. Start today and you will get where you want to be.
I love that. We'll be right back. Wow, Abdul Maalik, you're such an inspiring young man. Born in the Chelsea Plain, started this business to within 2-3 years and growing it from how many bags? 10
to
120. And
Yeah.
you know, middle child, and I've supported, you know, being with your family, living the market kind of business life, still wanting to study business, you know, on the side. So tell me now, what motivates you? What keeps you going? Why do you wake up in the morning?
Okay. What motivates me? That's kind of a complex thing because there's multiple things that drives me. Mainly the motivation is to get to where I want to be, to achieve the things I want to achieve and to take care of the people that I want to take care of. And I always wanted to give my mom the life that she wanted and basically to take care of those that took care of me and to inspire the young people to show them that things is possible. Even though I'm young myself, but one day when I do become successful, I'd like to be known as an example and as an inspiration to many young people as well. And
so what does success mean to you? Because you spoke about when you become successful. So are you successful now? Do you think you still have a long way? What does success mean to you?
Success. I don't think success is really where you stand. I think success is whether you're happy or not. Because the richest people in the world can be working all day, all night, and they won't be happy. But I don't believe that's truly success. So I think success is when you have a goal, you're working towards it while remaining happy and keeping a peace of mind. That's success for me. As long as you have freedom and you're happy along the way, that's success.
So for you, what are the 3 things you value most in life? Just 3.
Things.
I'm sure there are more than that, but just give us 3. But I can already tell from what you've said.
Okay, first of all, it's my relationships. I'm very happy with the people I know, the people I'm with, and the people that's been through me from day one up to now. That's the first thing I value a lot. Second thing that I value is, you can say, my business, for example. I've worked hard in it, so I have to value that. That's something, it's most definitely something of worth value. And third thing that I value, it's so much, I don't know how to put it properly into words, but something that I also value can maybe be the things I've gone through in life, the memories, the hard situation I've been through that made me who I am. I think that's an important part of the person that I am today and created me for who I am.
Wow.
That's something I really value.
Wow. So, as a leader, because you're already leading in your own small enterprise here, and the plan, and I'm sure the vision is to grow, you know, and be able to employ more people, create jobs and so on. So for you, what does leadership mean? And what qualities do you need to have as a leader?
Okay, qualities. I'll start with that. First of all, as a leader, you need to have perfect communication. or not perfect, but it must be exceedingly well. Communication. You need to have a heart first of all. You must be ruthless but also kind-hearted. As a leader, you should be able to make strict rules, but you should be able to understand the situation and the circumstances of the people that's underneath you or working for you at least. And as a leader, you should never think of the people you're working with as employees really, or as slaves, if I might put it like that. More as family, so that you treat them with trust. For example, you must hire people with trust. You must be able to trust them so they will trust you, because I believe trust goes both ways. So as a leader, you need to be well outspoken, confident, brave, and you should be willing to take the risk for those underneath you, because everything's
Are you sure you're only 18 and a young person? Only just finished matric last year?
I'm only 18, most definitely.
You speak so wisely, and you know it's impressive.
Thank
you know what you've probably, like you said, your experience so far, you know, has made you, you know, into what you are. But you know what? We'll be right back for the last segment. Wow, Abdul Maalik, MK Design. Is it design? Did you say design? MK Legend. And there's a reason why you said the legend. So remind me about that.
So just like I said, my motivation to keep driving, I want to be remembered in a way. So it's kind of like MK's my initials and Legend's something that I would like to create with my name next to it.
Awesome.
So I'd like to create a name for myself which would be remembered. And that's where the Legend part comes from, basically.
Awesome. And what do you see as a future for MK Legend? Or what would you like to see? Where would you like to be in 5 years, 10 years time?
In 5 years, 10 years time, I'd like to be in Dubai in a nice big beach. Which is a bit idealistic at right now, but I believe if I stay consistent, keep working, I can achieve it one day.
I believe so. I'm going to close with this final question, but thank you so much, you know, for allowing us to hear your story and you sharing some of what you've shared on the journey, you know, so far for you. We spoke earlier on about issues in, you know, different parts of South Africa, not just South Africa, but communities in other countries around Africa. For you, what is a social issue that you maybe would like something to be done about, and what are the solutions to that particular social issue?
Okay, so here in South Africa, there's many good things, but there are quite a bit bad things as well. But socially, I'd say the crime is exceedingly well in South Africa. I mean, not well in a good way, but bad way. It's increasing by the day, and it's actually becoming a worry for us, the young generation, as it's becoming a danger to have kids over here and things like that. So there's more on our plate and things to worry about when we decide to have children, because it's so unsafe due to all the kidnapping, the rates increasing, the criminal rates increasing, and the gangsterism increasing as well. It's exceeding our expectations by far, which is getting huge and bigger.
So what would you think, what can you, me, our neighbors, what can we do to help? What are the solutions to addressing crime and such?
First of all, I'd say it's best that we use honesty, for example. If you know someone that is committing any of these crimes, dealing drugs, for example, depending what drugs, dealing drugs, for example, or is part of the gangsters or things like that, they should report them to the police. And first of all, we need better police system as well, because not currently working at the best. We could most definitely do better. We are good and we're slightly going down, but I believe we can get there again. So basically just to work together, come together and speak up. Don't stay silent.
Nice. Abdul Maalik, thank you for your time. We celebrate you, we hear you, we see you, and we wish you all the very best. Can't wait to come and hear more of what you're doing, and we'll want to see your brand and other products in other places, the dream to go to Dubai, and a lot of other things. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. So thank you
You're
for
very
what you're
welcome.
doing, because you're being part of the solution to job creation, to job, empowerment. So well done for what you're doing, and we wish you all the very best. So in closing, I want you to just look in the camera and give words of encouragement to young people, who might want to go into business, or anyone you want to speak to.
Okay. So there's this quote that I saw, and it really stuck to me for quite a few years now. It stayed in my head. A man that once carried stones can move mountains. A man that once carried stones back in the day can move mountains today. So that basically says that start small, and no matter how small you start, you can reach where you want to get. It's never impossible.
Wow, profound, apt. Start small, and wherever you want to get, it is indeed possible. Thank you so much.
You're
It's
very
been great
welcome.
and a pleasure to have you on. And please, we'll be sharing his contact details, his social media pages. Support him. We need more support. He's here at the Sunrise Flea Market. What's it
Yeah.
called? Because
Muizenberg Flea Market.
people come up with different names.
many
Muizenberg
names,
Flea
yes.
Market, but you can't miss it. It's right by the Muizenberg beach. So come here every Sunday. There's food, there's clothing, there's other things, and support young entrepreneurs like Abdul, Maalik in making their dreams come true and in putting back into the community. That's all we've got time for. Till next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. Love you all.